Hello everyone, I welcome you all to this channel called The Supreme Concept, and today is our 5th class. We have already covered 4 classes. If you have missed them, just check those videos out through the playlist named Common Errors from Kiran's chapterwise. Okay, and in this series we are going to cover around 1200 plus questions from the book Kiran. Okay, so let us begin with this class. Question number 61. We have already covered 60 questions in our previous classes. Okay, so we will continue with the question number 61, and it says, scarcely did I reach the airport, nervous and tense, then the plane took off, leaving me stranded in an alien place. So find out your answer here. Yes. Yeah, option number 2 is correct here. Here we cannot use then here. Instead of then we will use when. Actually when we use scarcely, hardly, okay, barely in a sentence, these words follow when, but with no sooner we can use then. Okay, no sooner. But with hardly, scarcely, barely, okay, here scarcely is used, so we will remove then and use when in this case. Okay, and here stranded means something left behind. Plane took off, but they just left behind me in an alien place. Okay, so let us move. The power to distinguish between differences is the basis of science and art. So find out where exactly the error lies. Is error lies in part 2. Okay, we should not use between differences with distinguish. Okay, so this is wrong. It will be superfluous because distinguish itself shows that to recognize difference between two people or two things. Okay, so we can simply use the power to distinguish, uh, the basis of science and art. Okay, here we can also remove each. Okay, the power to distinguish the basis of science and art. We can use between if we compare two things. Okay, but here we are recognizing something, so we will not use between here. We will simply use distinguish. Okay, the power to distinguish the basis of science and art. I have seen her only once, but I am liking her a lot. So find out the answer. Yes, error lies in part number 3. C. We cannot use I am liking. We will use I like here. Okay, I like her a lot. Why so? Because like is a stative verb. It is basically used to when we show expression of emotion. Okay, so it cannot be used in progressive or continuous form. So this would be our correct answer. Question number 64. I told him that we enjoyed very much at the party. So find out answer here. Yes. Yeah, error lies in part number 2. Instead of we enjoyed, we will use we had enjoyed. Enjoyed. Okay, enjoyed. We had enjoyed because the basic form in the sentence follows subject plus had plus verb. past participle form. I told him that we had enjoyed very much at the party. Here I told him so that it was something that had happened in the past. So I was telling in the past only. That is why we will use past of past, which is past perfect. So we will use we had enjoyed. Okay, not just we enjoyed. Okay. Question number 65. John is working very hardly as the examinations are fast approaching. So find out where the error lies. Yes, error lies in part number 1. We will use hard here instead of hardly. We will use hard. Okay, because hardly is a negative word. Hardly, it means almost, not, no. Okay, almost, no, it's a negative word. Okay, negative word. But hard means needing, using effort. Okay, which is positive here. So John is working very hard. Obviously he would be working very hard for his examination. Okay, so hard will be our correct answer here. He ate nothing since yesterday. So find out your answer here. Yes, error lies in part number 1. We will use he has eaten. Okay, he has eaten, not simply ate. He has eaten will replace ate here, because since is used with present or past perfect tense. Okay, and here yesterday, I know you might be thinking yesterday so that we should use the simple past, but no, that is not the case here. Here since shows that it should be framed in present perfect tense or past perfect tense, but here present perfect tense will prevail because he has eaten. Okay, he has eaten nothing since yesterday. That means we are telling that particular person has not eaten a single thing since yesterday, so it will be our correct answer here. Question number 67. An experimental vaccine has brought glimmer of hope for the malaria researchers. So find out where exactly the error lies. See, error lies in part number 3. Actually A will be used before glimmer. Okay, a glimmer of hope. When you mention something for the first time, we will use A or N. Okay, when we mention something for the first time, okay, we are not definite about that thing, so we will use a glimmer of hope. After making me wait for 2 agonizing hours, the great man called me in and asked me what do I want. So find out your answer here. Yes, error lies in part number 3. See, we will use what I wanted. It should be framed like this, framed in past, because in indirect speech an interrogative sentence is basically converted into assertive sentences, which the subject is used before the verb. Okay, we will use subject before the verb. Okay, we are not questioning. That particular great man is not questioning. She was just wanted to know what I wanted. Okay, and here agonizing means it is painful or torturing. Okay, so after making me wait for 2 painful or torturing hours, the great man called me in and asked me what I wanted. Okay, this would be our correct answer here. The ebb and flow of the tides are now understood. So find out where the error lies in this sentence. Yes, error lies in part number 2. You are absolutely correct. See, we will not use are here. Instead of are, we will use singular form, which is each. Okay. Why so? Because the ebb and flow of tides. Here, the ebb and flow, it shows a single unit. It is treated as singular because it is the collective form, and it is basically an idiom, which means it is a decline and increase, decline and increase, or it is a constant fluctuations. Basically we use we can use ebb and flow to describe the way that something repeatedly increases or decreases or rises or falls. Okay, so that is why we will use a singular verb form, that is each. Okay. Question number 70. The green paint on the wall provides a suitable contrast with the yellow doors. So find out your correct answer here. Yes, you're right. Actually, there is no error in this sentence. It is absolutely error free. Even today, it is incredulous to think that men have walked on the moon. So find out where the error lies in this sentence. Yes, you're right. Error lies in option number 2. We cannot use incredulous here. Actually, incredulous means something which is not able to uh, believe something. You can say not able to believe something, or not willing to believe something, but this doesn't fit this sentence, so we will use incredible instead. Okay, incredible, incredible. We will use incredible in this case. Incredible actually says which is unbelievable. Okay, very difficult to believe. Unbelievable. So even today, it is unbelievable to think that men have walked on the moon. Okay, now you can see this sentence provides complete sense, and it is absolutely correct to use incredible here. The fireman wore inflammable clothing for protection. So find out where the error lies in this sentence. Yes, you are absolutely correct. Error lies in part number 2. She. We will use non-flammable here. Non-flammable. Okay. Non-flammable means which cannot catch the fire easily. But here inflammable. Inflammable. It means it is flammable. Flammable or combustible. Combustible. That means which is we can say easy to catch fire, burns easily. Okay, so don't get confused and think that inflammable would be the opposite of flammable, because flammable and inflammable, okay, both flammable and inflammable are synonym to each other. Both means the same thing, and its opposite will be non-flammable. So it is a tricky one. Okay, I think I have covered these three words like flammable, inflammable, and non-flammable in the series of SSA special English mock test. So please check them out in the playlist that has given in the playlist section. Okay, so let us move. Beside food, the pilgrims carried some medicines. So find out your answer here. Yes, you are correct. Error lies in part number 1. We will use besides. Okay, because besides means in addition to something, in addition to, or apart from something. Okay, apart from. So, in addition to food, the pilgrims carried some medicines. That means the sentence is saying that the pilgrims also carried, medicines with them in addition to food. Okay, and if we simply use beside, it will be, beside actually says at the side of. Okay, next, at the side of. If you are saying your brother is sitting beside you, that means he's just sitting at the side of you. Okay, by the side of you. So let us move. Question number 74. Adults suffering chicken pox can develop all kinds of complications. So find out your answer here. Okay, you're right. Actually, error lies in part number 1. We will use from before chickenpox, because actually see, suffering, we basically use suffer followed by from. Okay, suffer from. So suffering from, suffering from chickenpox would be our correct answer here. It is a fixed preposition. Okay, the well-known pianist had to practice for several hours a day even after he rose to fame. So find out where exactly the error lies in this sentence. Yes, you're right. Error lies in part number 2. We will not use practice here. Instead, we will use practice. This spelling, that is Practice. Practice. Okay. It is pronounced in the same way, but practice. It is the verb form. Okay, and which means to do frequently. To do frequently, to do rapidly. Okay, or carry out an action. Okay, and here practice. Practice, Practice. This practice is the noun form. Actually, as per American English, practice, Practice, it is the noun form as well as it is the verb form. But for British English, it is practice, Practice, se. Practice, it is the verb form. And SSC follows, and we Indian also follows British English as our official language. Okay, so we will use practice here, Practice, practice. Okay, and this practice, that is she, it means a habit. Okay, or a repeated exercise. So error lies in part number 2, and we will use practice here, and this is the correct answer here. That was it for today's lesson, guys, and thank you so much for watching this video. Please hit the like button, share it with your friends, and you can comment your score in the comment section below. Okay, and if you are new to this channel, please subscribe much and hit the bell icon so that you can be notified whenever I upload a new video. Okay, and thank you so much again. Bye bye.